We also have with us Professor Ramendra Nath, retired professor, Department of Philosophy, Patna University, who is the guide who has supervised Shivi in a research project. Apart from that, today we have a host of guests from different departments, government departments also. We have teachers from different teachers, professors, head, retired professors also with us. So a warm welcome to each and every one. We have Dr. Rajesh Kumar Singh, the Dean of Humanities, Professor R.S. Arya, retired head, Department of Philosophy, and Naresh Tiwari, Professor Naresh Tiwari ji has joined online, and there are a number of teachers from the college, from different colleges also, heads of departments. So a warm welcome to everyone, and without wasting time, I would request Professor Sudha Chaudhary to initiate the examination, and I would always also request her to give a brief introduction about herself, because I know she is a well-known figure in the world of philosophy. So we would like to hear a few lines about you also, madam. So with your permission, we can start the Viva-Voce examination of Shivi Sinha. So thank you everyone for your gracious present, and once again welcome everyone. Thank you.
थैंक यू मैडम, थैंक यू। मुझे लगता है कि क्योंकि मैं भी आज विमेन स्टडी सेंटर का मैं एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दे रखी है, तो उसका एक कार्यक्रम चल रहा है, बड़ा कार्यक्रम नेशनल स्तर का, तो बीच में छोड़ करके आई हूँ। तो मुझे लगता है कि मेरा तो ऐसा कोई इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं है, साधारण मनुष्य हूँ मैं तो, और बाकी ये अकादमिक जगत में जो कुछ भी है वो इन बच्चों को ज्यादा कोई लेना देना नहीं होता है, इसलिए समय को खराब नहीं करके। और आप जानते हैं कि जब आप एक प्रोफेसर के रूप में काम करते हैं तो बहुत सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज आपके पास यूनिवर्सिटीज की होती हैं, और सीनियर प्रोफेसर होने से वो और ज्यादा बढ़ जाती हैं। और एकेडमिक जगत में क्या कुछ करते हैं ये मुझे लगता है कि सभी जानते हैं। तो मैं सीवी से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि वो ब्रीफ में 2-3 चीजें बता दे बस। इसके लिए कोई पीपीटी की भी जरूरत नहीं है कि ये जो एनिमल राइट्स की जो इन्होंने प्रॉब्लम की बात करी है, उसको उन्होंने उनको क्यों लगा कि इसके ऊपर बात होनी चाहिए। और दूसरा, जब आप हाइपोथेसिस करते हैं किसी चीज की कि ये रीजंस हैं, तो उनको जब रिसर्च किया आपने 3 साल तक, तो उसमें आपने क्या पाया। और अभी तो पार्लियामेंट में भी डॉग स्ट्रीट की भी समस्या पर बात हो रही थी, तो जो मूल मुद्दा है वो क्या है। तो आपने रिसर्च के दौरान इसके ऊपर क्या किस तरह से एनलाइटेंड हुई है, और किस तरह से आपको ये लगा है कि ये चीज है वो पहले हमें नहीं पता थी, और अब इस सोसाइटी में ये जो मेरा जो विजन जाएगा वो कुछ ना कुछ इस दिशा में जो समस्या है स्ट्रीट एनिमल्स की, और जो एथिकल डायमेंशंस उसके उनका जो आधार है वो बनेगा। और मेरा रिसर्च है वो सोसाइटी के लिए सिग्निफिकेंस उसकी रहेगी। बस ये 2-4 चीजें बता दे, और उसके बाद जो भी साथी लोग उनसे पूछेंगे सवाल जवाब वो होता रहेगा जी। शिवी।
Yes, ma'am. Shall I start? Hello.
Please start.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, okay. You are audible. Yeah.
Good afternoon. My name is Shivi Sinha, research scholar from the Department of Philosophy under the supervision of Dr. Ramendra Nath, former professor and head postgraduate Department of Philosophy, Patna University, Patna. Firstly, I would like to convey my regards to the external examiner, Dr. Sudha Chaudhary, professor and head of the Department of Philosophy, University College of Social Sciences and Humanities, Mohanlal Sukhadia University, Udaipur, Rajasthan. To the head of the Department of Philosophy, Professor Dr. Amita Jaiswal, to the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Professor Rajesh Kumar Singh, former professor and Lokpal of Patna University, Professor R.S. Arya, and my supervisor and former professor, Dr. Ramendra Nath, former professor and heads and the faculties of other Department of Humanities, the Faculty of Department of Humanities, external guests, esteemed guests, teachers, research scholars, friends and family, and other peers present here today. I am here to make the presentation for Open Ph.D. Viva-Voce of my research thesis. The topic of my research is the problem faced by the street animals of Patna from the perspective of animal rights. The aim of this research is to make an empirical study of the conditions of the street animals in Patna Municipal Corporation area from the perspective of animal rights. Now, I would like to share the research design. The thesis has been designed as the first two chapters are theoretical, like conventional book-based researches of philosophy. The third chapter is also theoretical, like in social sciences. The fourth and the fifth chapter of the research thesis are empirical in nature. What is new in this research? In the present academic times, there is much emphasis on interdisciplinary studies and branches of knowledge which have emerged out of philosophy and even now have a close relationship with philosophy, such as sociology and psychology, have become more and more empirical. Therefore, there is a need to bring some empirical element in philosophical researches as well. There is nothing to prevent the philosophers from doing empirical studies. This is something new that I have tried to do in this research work. Now, moving forward, what is the relevance of the study? The relevance of this research consists of the fact that on the basis of my research finding in the critical part of the conclusion of the thesis, I have given some concrete practical suggestions for improving the conditions of the street animals in Patna. Why this research work is unique? This research work is unique in the sense that it is based on direct observation of street animals in different parts of Patna Municipal Corporation area. In each area where I have made direct observations of street animals, I have also collected material from local residents and shopkeepers of the area through a structured questionnaire. What is a structured questionnaire? Now, I would like to explain what is a structured questionnaire. A structured questionnaire is a document used to collect data from respondents and consists of a set of standardized questions with a predetermined framework that sets the precise language and sequence of this question. You can see a picture of a structured questionnaire used in the thesis on the screen. See, there is a structured questionnaire which I have made for the survey. Now, moving forward, the thesis consists of 5 chapters. The first chapter is titled Peter Singer on Animal Rights. The second chapter is titled Tom Regan on Animal Rights. The third chapter is the concept of animal welfare and laws in India for street animals. The fourth chapter is organizations working among the street animals of Patna. And the fifth and the final, which is also the most important chapter of this research thesis, is a survey of the street animals of Patna. Now moving to the chapter 1, Peter Singer on Animal Rights. Peter Singer we have discussed in the first chapter mainly about his book Animal Liberation, and on the basis of this, we have discussed Peter Singer's view on animal rights. Also, we have taken some help from his book Practical Ethics. This chapter has 3 sections. In the first section, there is a brief biography of Peter Singer. In the second section, there is his discussion about animal liberation. In the third section, there is his book, Practical Ethics. Now, moving to his most important thesis of his animal rights view is the all animals are equal. Is the first chapter of his book, Animal Liberation, which now I would like to outline Singer's views on animal rights. The chapter outlines Singer's views on animal rights, mainly why the ethical principle on which human equality rests requires us to extend equal consideration of interest to animals too. The basic moral principle of equal consideration of interest is not arbitrarily restricted to members of one's own species. Singer coins a word, speciesism, which according to him is a prejudice or attitude of bias in favor of the interests of members of one's own species against those of members of other species. Now moving forward to chapter 2, which is Tom Regan on animal rights, which I have mainly discussed on the basis of his book, The Case for Animal Rights. Some important sections, this chapter has been sectioned in more than 8 parts. 10 sections are there. In the first section, there is a brief biography of Tom Regan. In the second section, I have mainly discussed his writing on the case for animal rights. In the from the 3rd to 10th section are the chapters from the book that has been analyzed. Now, I have only taken here for explanation 4 of his important chapters, that is animal welfare, ethical thinking and theory, justice and equality, and the rights view. Regan's views on animal rights. Now I would like to tell you about Regan's views on animal rights. Regan takes deep approach toward prejudice and a wider history of discrimination that has prevailed in the world for non-human animals by human animals. Tom Regan also says that animals are not property, they are not here on earth for people to use them as their resources. He considers humans and non-human animals as subjects of a life, and both have a basic moral right to respectful treatment. Being a subject of a life is more than being alive or being conscious. He also coins the word moral agents and moral patients. According to him, moral agents are individuals who have a variety of sophisticated abilities like morality, free will choices, etc. Moral patients are individuals who lack these abilities. Now moving forward to the 3rd chapter, which is the concept of animal welfare and laws in India for street animals. The chapter consists of 5 sections. Section 1 is history of animal welfare in ancient India. In this section, I have mainly analyzed the views of Jainism, Buddhism, and Ashok, so that to outline the history of animal welfare in ancient India, mainly in the area of Patliputra. In section 2, I have discussed about the articles concerning animals in the Constitution of India. In this, I have discussed about directive principles of the state policy, which states that Article 48 mentions organization of agriculture and animal husbandry. In the fundamental duties, which includes the Article 51A, Clause G, which declares to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures. In the 11th schedule and the 12th schedules, respectively, in the 11th schedule of the Constitution, which mentions powers, authorities, and responsibilities of Panchayat, the 12th schedule of the Constitution mentions powers, authority, and responsibilities of municipalities. The clause 15 of the 12th schedule, that is Article 243W, mentions cattle pounds prevention of cruelty to animals. In section 3, I have discussed about the laws in India for street animals, which is the most important law is there, the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act of 1960. The Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act 1960, Act number 59 of 1960, the act was enacted by the Parliament in the 11th year of the Republic of India in order to prevent the infliction of unnecessary pain or suffering on animals. This law extends to whole of India. Moving forward to section 4, that is the Animal Welfare Board of India, which is the apex body formed under the PC Act 1960. In this, I have mainly discussed about the working and construction of Animal Welfare Board of India and its monitoring over rest of the animal welfare laws. In section 5, I have discussed about some important Supreme Court and High Court cases regarding stray animals of India, which include stray dog cases and community dog feeding cases. In the 4th chapter, which is empirical in nature, which is in the sense that the data has been collected through organization working among street animals in Patna, we may consider this as secondary empirical sources. Some of them, there are 8 sections, which includes 3 non-profit organizations and 5 government bodies. In all these sections, I have mainly discussed about the aims and objectives, working and challenges of these organizations, that the challenges these organizations has to face. First was Bhuri Foundation. This is the picture on the screen you can see while I have taken this picture while I was on survey. She is Nidhi, the founder of Bhuri Foundation. This is from Strania Association. We have the founder and the co-founder there with me while the survey. This is Shri Krishna Gaushala, Katra Road, Diraganj. This is one of the part of government body. Here, the stray cows are taken care of. See, you can see the picture on the screen. There are some cows which has been picked up from the streets of Patna. This is from the Patna Municipal Corporation. Now, this is the cattle catcher vehicle on the screen, and which the Patna Municipal Corporation have for helping the stray cows or stray cattle on the streets of Patna. This is a picture from Prantikrit Pashu Chikitsalaya Provincialized Veterinary Hospital, which is in Bakipur, Patna. You can see there is an ambulance. The two ambulances have been provided by Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Government of India, for helping the stray animals, small animals of Patna. You can see a picture with Dr. Ranjit Kumar Sharma. He is the Chief Veterinary Officer, and with among the doctors I have taken this picture during the survey. In the 5th chapter, which is the most important chapter of my research thesis, is a summary of street animals of Patna. The section of this chapter is, there is a method of study. The first section is method of study. Aim and objectives were defined, and in this, I have tried to find out the actual condition of the street animals. Second, in the method of study, I have chosen the population for conducting the survey, that is the street animal of Patna Municipal Corporation area. In the third method, I have used division of the area for survey, that is the 6 circles of the Patna Municipal Corporation. There is a two-way method of data collection, for which I have prepared questionnaire for people through random sampling methods, and direct observation were made by me with the help of survey. Sampling method was random sampling method. In the section 2 of this study, I have mainly covered the area covered in the study, that is the New Capital Circle, the Patliputra Circle, the Bakipur Circle, the Kadamkua Circle, the Azimabad Circle, the Patna City Circle. In section 3, observation beats and data collected in each area were analyzed, and the data were shown through tables, pie charts, bar charts, etc. What happened? Wait a second. Okay. 1 second. हम किए नहीं है क्या? अरे यार हम प्रेजेंट ही नहीं किए थे. Okay, you can see pie charts, bar charts. This is the pie chart. This is a bar chart. In the 4th section, I have mainly summarized major findings of this chapter. One of the findings of both data collected from participants and my direct observation is that the maximum number of street animals in Patna are dogs, followed by cows and cats. The other major findings are that most of the street animals of Patna drink water from drainage and eat food from garbage or dumps. You can see the pictures on the screen of some of the survey that has been conducted by me during the field survey. Now moving forward to the conclusion. In the conclusion part of the research thesis, I have mainly divided into 2 sections, summary and critical comments. Critical comments. I have also made some concrete practical suggestions for improving the condition of our street animals. Street animals ought to be taken care by the Patna Municipal Corporation. Particularly, they must prevent cruelty towards street animals. The Patna Municipal Corporation must restart the sterilization and immunization program for dogs in a humane way and consistent with the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. Clean water, food, and safe shelter ought to be provided for the street animals of Patna by the Patna Municipal Corporation. The Patna Municipal Corporation must restart an awareness program among the residents of Patna regarding rabies, laws for preventing cruelty towards animals, and compassionate attitude towards street animals. The healthcare system of street animals ought to be further improved, including helpline services. Citizens may be encouraged to provide clean water, food, and shelter to street animals after the sterilization and immunization. Animal Welfare Board of India, instead of just issuing advisories and writing letters to bureaucrats, ought to monitor their implementations as well. Because during my survey, I didn't find any effect of the work of Animal Welfare Board on the condition of the street animals of Patna. For example, the Welfare Board of India has many times issued circulars for the municipal corporations of the country to establish societies for prevention of cruelty to animals, that is SPCAs, in every district of the country, but none was observed in Patna. Apart from this, my thesis also includes appendices. There are 9 appendices in the thesis. Some of the important appendices are being discussed here. Relevant provisions of PCA Act for prevention of and state-specific legislation on animal cruelty, that is Appendix 4. Cruelty towards community and street dogs, that is Appendix 5. Important proofs provided by organizations working for the welfare of the street animals in Patna, that is Appendix 7. Sample questionnaires, that is Appendix 8. Pictures of the street animals taken during the field survey, that is Appendix 9. Now in the end of the thesis, I have given some list of books, encyclopedias, including internet sources, dictionaries, and other sources quoted in the thesis. I thank you for your patient hearing. I am now open for questions.
हाँ शिवी, ये बहुत अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन था आपका।
थैंक यू।
एक थोड़ा सा ये बताइए कि इसमें फिलोसॉफिकल जो क्वेश्चन है वो क्या है?
Ma'am, philosophical, there is a branch of philosophy called ethics, and in that we have a very novel branch of philosophy, that is environmental applied ethics, which covers a sub branch called environmental ethics. मैम उसमें जब हम लोग देखते हैं कि हम लोग सभी इन्वायरमेंट को प्रोटेक्ट करने की बात करते हैं, तो एनिमल्स आर आल्सो द पार्ट ऑफ इन्वायरमेंट, सो वी मस्ट प्रोटेक्ट देम आल्सो.
No, this question is here like I and otherness.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, मैं और अन्य का सवाल फिलोसॉफिकली ये सवाल है कि नहीं इसके अंदर कि अन्यों के साथ कैसा, what kind of behavior we should do otherness with otherness.
Sorry, ma'am. Give me a second, ma'am. I am not able to hear you properly. Ma'am, can you repeat the question once?
Yes. Is there a philosophical questions about I and otherness, relation with I and otherness?
Otherness, yes, ma'am. There is a. We always think about we humans are more anthropomorphic views are there. So I think I must quote a statement by Peter Singer. He says, ethics requires us to go beyond I and you to the universal law.
Do you think that ethics is also related to our interest and needs?
Yes.
Because in pet animals we see the behavior is different.
Yes, ma'am.
And with street animals we find different behavior. So what is the reason behind this?
Ma'am,
what do you think about?
I think that we can make an analogy to this. Like, suppose we are living in a family, we have a family, and our behavior is quite stable. And when we see people on the streets who don't have a family, they behave quite differently. So there is similar analogy.
That means.
Yes,
the particular thing which is beneficiary for us.
Yes, ma'am. We can
we care it. We care it.
We care about it. But we can see that the street animals are living in very hostile environment. And you can find a difference between a street animals and a pet animal very clearly, very evident it is. That we can see that a street animal is treated very differently and by most of the people, not all. There are people who really care about street animals, but mostly.
Is it ethical? Is it a only ethical question or a political and social question also?
Both. Nowadays, when we have in recent cases, we can see we have
Absolutely.
Seen that there has become political. The Swomoto case, for example, is there.
Okay. So, प्रोफेसर मनिंदर जी किधर हैं? छुपे हुए हैं।
Sir, may I ask to present? Ramendra sir.
ये
यहाँ पर आप बोलिए। ये सर बोलिए।
Sir, ma'am, screen, please. Can you move forward the screen a little bit?
Hello.
नमस्कार सर। नमस्कार सर।
उनका म्यूट कर दिया गया, आप बोलिए।
Yeah, what am I supposed to say?
आप you have to give comments
Yes.
on
Hello.
Shivi's work.
Nice seeing you.
From my side, she is a doctor now.
नहीं सुन।
Thank you, ma'am.
उधर सॉल्व कर दीजिए।
So you can ask some other solution.
Echo है।
सर आपको कुछ कहना है तो बताइए।
We are not audible, ma'am. Your mic is off. Amita, ma'am. Ma'am, your mic is off.
हाँ, हेलो सुधा जी, आर यू लिसनिंग? आपको मेरी आवाज सुनाई दे रही है?
हाँ दे रही है।
ये देखिए, जो नॉर्मली फिलोसफी में रिसर्च होते हैं तो वो बुक बेस्ड होते हैं। तो ये जो शिवी का जो रिसर्च है, इसमें वी हैव ट्राइड समथिंग न्यू, क्योंकि देखिए अब तो इंटर डिसिप्लिनरी स्टडीज की बात होती है, और फिर फिलोसफी से जो ब्रांचेस मोर रिसेंटली निकले हैं, जैसे सोशियोलॉजी है, साइकोलॉजी है, so I have studied them, found that they become more and more empirical. So I thought that we need to add some empirical element in philosophy also, ताकि फिलोसफी को जमीन से जोड़ा जा सके, बहुत ज़्यादा हवाई बातें ना हो इसमें। तो मुझे उम्मीद है आपको पसंद आया होगा।
अच्छा करी है और कुछ जानने का प्रयास मैं आप दोनों को ही बधाई देती हूँ इसके लिए सर। आपकी गाइडेंस इसमें दिख रही है, तो शिवी है उसको भी और आपको भी दोनों बधाई के पात्र हैं इस काम के लिए। और मुझे लगता है कि ये अगर पब्लिश होती है तो इसमें थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस के साथ अगर करेंगे तो उसमें लोगों के काम आएगा। उसमें जो भी इस क्षेत्र में इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं या आगे भी रिसर्च करना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए ये बहुत एक महत्वपूर्ण सामग्री का काम करेगी।
Thank you so much, ma'am, for appreciating so much. I have really worked hard and sir has helped me really well.
और कोई विद्यार्थी को किसी को पूछना हो, कोई बात रखनी हो तो
Any more questions if you have anybody?
I don't think anyone has any question.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. Because I am also in hurry. My program is going on. So,
Sudha ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Close the Viva?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, then. So we come to the end of the Viva-Voce examination, and I want to thank all who have joined online and who are present here in person. So thank you everyone for your gracious presence, for giving your time. So once again, thank you all, and congratulations to Shivi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Congratulations. Shivi, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. So much, ma'am.
Okay, then. Thank you all.
Should I disconnect and come to the room? Can I?
Yes. We another